Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel for another video. I hope you're all doing very well. We're back again to discuss transfers because, as people may know, we have let go of a few players in the past 24 hours. I was supposed to be doing this video yesterday, but unfortunately I didn't get around to it, guys, so I do apologise if that is a bit late. I do like to do news on the day of it actually happening, but it is what it is. So we are going to get into the video very soon. But by the way, if you didn't see my training experience video, I went obviously down to the stadium yesterday, and it was absolutely fantastic. From the renovations inside, I was so impressed with what I saw. I was actually kind of, taken aback by it all, really. We look the part. It feels like Huddersfield Town Stadium. It feels like our home all. So, no, I was really impressed, and obviously it was good to meet the new lads, the new lads that have signed, and it's always great meeting the existing players that I've already met, but it was still nice to meet them again. And a few of our youngsters. Now, guys, I forgot to mention this yesterday. I think it's because I was so overwhelmed by it, but I did manage to meet Tom Iapenda yesterday. And as he approached me, he actually mentioned to me that he'd actually watched one of my videos, and I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I was kind of like, wow, and I hope it was one of those videos where I sat there and praised this guy for how special a talent he is. I don't know how he's got to see one of my videos, but it meant a lot to me, that though, guys. It really meant a lot to me, and it really, I don't know, I can't explain it. I still feel like it's not really real, but yeah, no. So Tom Iapenda, big up to you if you're watching this video. I really am a big fan of yours, like you've probably already noticed with the the massive praise I've been giving you over pre-season. So yeah, big up to yourself, and it was lovely to meet all the other lads. Got some signatures, plenty of signatures. Met the gaffer, of course, as well, Michael Duff. It was nice to meet him. And I'm going to get some pictures as well with the players at some point, no doubt. But yesterday I just wanted to kind of get some signatures. And yeah, so if you haven't gone and watched that video, please make sure you do and do. But guys, let's get into the video of today's topics, which of course is transfers. We have a few players have departed the club in the past 24 hours. And we're going to start off with Seb Thomas, who, as expected, has joined French League One side Nantes on a season-long loan. This includes an option for the move to be made permanently. So, look, I'm not going to keep repeating myself about how I feel about Seb Thomas, because I've said it many times in stream before. I just think I'm glad that he has gone, to put it simply. We want players that are pulling in the same direction. We want players that want to be here. We want players that don't think they're bigger than the club. We want players that will work. And he was one of those, I believe, last season that really did, bring that toxicity to the dressing room. His attitude, his lack of, his body language. It really did show, really, on the pitch, guys. We don't need to be on the training field to know that. I think it was quite evident that there were a few issues there. And I think, the last memory I had of him last season was obviously the last home game where he was doing the lap of honour. I don't know why they were doing the lap of honour, but they were doing the lap of honour, of course. It's kind of annual kind of thing, no matter what. And he was like 10 feet away from everybody else, and it's like, well, you know what I mean, pal? And you were clapping. It didn't look like he didn't want to clap. It felt like he was just being forced to do it. No, so look, we all know he's got good ability. I'm not saying he hasn't, but he lets himself down massively with the other side to him, the baggage that he brings. Because I also think as well, his antics on social media have been very poor too, guys. It's totally unprofessional. And the things that, seeing comments from him, I think he was, when Berg's over at the club and he was commenting on his put. He was just so unprofessional. And then his stories on Instagram as well, putting stupid comments up about the haters will always hate me or something like that, and all this rubbish. So look, I'm glad he's gone. And to be honest with you, he didn't really fit into the Michael Duff's way anyway, and the way the way we play now. So I think that's all I'm gonna say, guys. I've said loads about Seb Thomas before in the past. I'm not gonna go over all ground, but I've kind of tried to summarise that in the best way possible. Yeah. So that is our third, obviously the loan. And now the next player that I'm going to speak about, guys, is Neo Eccleston, who was joined Barrow, who of course are in League 2, on a loan deal for the rest of the season. Now, Eccleston, for me, I said it in the past, like, obviously, when we've seen him in pre-season, I have really been impressed by him, and I think, he's a good option to have. I'm not sure he was a starter for us at this point in time. I mean, to be fair, he could have been with the options that we've got. I think that with the lack of options we've got at the moment, should I say, but I do think he's still lacking experience in senior football, if we're being honest. I was a bit surprised about this, though, if I'm honest with you. I really was, because we know that we are really short. As far as I'm concerned, we're quite short at the back. Make no mistake about that. I think that people will say Lees and Pearson are great options, but I think differently, guys, because I think that Pearson, for me, they're both quite slow. It's just they're too slow. Pearson, for me, the biggest thing I've got with him is he just loses the ball more than he completes passes. He's just a liability, in my opinion. Yes, he comes up with a few goals, and that's great, but defensively, he's just not good enough. Lees has his critics as well. I think he probably slightly better in terms of keeping the ball, but not much better than Pearson. But yeah, no, look, I could understand it from one part of it. Like, I can understand that Eccleston does need regular first team minutes, and I think he will probably get that at Barrow. So I think for his development, this is a good step for him. I just thought maybe we'd see him we'd see him break through into the first team for us this season, but it looks like the club are just wanting him to get a few more. Well, they're wanting him to get more experience before they put him in there. But yeah, look, best of luck to Eccleston. I think it is a good move for him, and I'll be certainly keeping my eyes out for him, seeing how he does. I'm sure he'll smash it. But yeah, that's the second player out of the door on loan, so then 2 loans. And the last player who I'm quite upset, this is a permanent transfer. Ben Jackson has completed a permanent transfer to League 2 side Barrow for undisclosed fee. Now, anybody that doesn't know about Ben Jackson, look, he's been at our academy, within our academy at under 15 level. That's where he started out. He's been at the club 9 years, so graduating through our various age groups in that time before making that leap to the first team level, which I'm not going to lie, has struggled a bit for us at times. But, one thing that I have never questioned this guy on is the commitment and the work rate, the wearing your hat on your sleeve, giving absolutely everything. Every time he wore the famous blue and white stripes, he gave it everything, and you cannot take that away from him. Yes, people can say he might not be good enough and all this, but for me, if I see players trying and doing their absolute best, and when they come on the pitch, they give absolutely everything no matter what, I have respect for those people. And Jackson, it's been fantastic to see his development through the age groups. Obviously, do go down and watch a bit of the academy lads as well at times. So I've kind of seen him grow, and that's really that's such a proud moment for us, because I think, you know, it's just nice to see progress from one of our academy players. And look, he's played a number of times for us, of course, in the first team. And let's have a look. He's played about 50 times for a first team and scored a couple of goals and got a few assists too. But yeah, no, look, I just kind of want to say, you know, I don't know, he probably won't be watching this, but if he is, you know, best of luck to you, Jacko. You know, you are a credit to yourself, a top professional, and we'll miss you, but I'll certainly be, you know, watching how you do. But I know you'll smash it. But I'm getting quite emotional, guys, actually. But yeah, no, this is what, you know, this is when players give their everything. You'll always remember them, and you know, it's probably the best time for him to move on now. But it's still kind of, I don't know, I just feel quite upset by it, even though it's the right decision. But yeah, anyway, right, sorry guys for that. But he did put a message on as well, which I thought was absolutely really lovely, which I'm going to read to you guys now. Obviously, I'm sure everybody's seen it, but let's go through it now. I thought it was a lovely message. You know, he says, "After 9 years, my time at Huddersfield Town has come to an end. As a 14-year-old coming straight from Sunday League, I never would have believed anyone who told me I'd gone to play 50 times in the league for Town. Every time I put on the shirt, I gave 100% of what I had for the badge. I think it's a shame the way my time here has ended. I would have loved to have been involved in something special this season. But now it's time for me to get out there and show people what I believe I can do. It's a brilliant group of players, and promotion should be the target 100%. Thank you to everyone who has been involved in my time at Huddersfield, from staff who worked so hard behind the scenes, teammates who I've shared the pitch with, and to the fans who cheered me on. It was an honour to play for Huddersfield Town, up the town, Jacko." I mean, look, guys, that's maybe even more emotional now to my neck. Feel quite an emotional wreck today, but yeah, no, what a lovely heartfelt message. And you know, he's basically putting, you know, he even admits himself he always gave 100%, and you can see that. So yeah, look, go and smash it for his lad. You'll definitely do us proud, and thank you for everything, really. You know, and you know, we will certainly miss you, absolutely. But guys, that is the free transfers out. Obviously, we've got 2 loans and 1 permanent transfer, so that's that. But that kind of heightens the need to get more players. Even though we knew we needed players before these departures, it kind of heightens the need even more now to get some players through the door. Obviously, a few have gone out now, so that paves the way for some new guys to come in. And you know, this, you know, we're at Wednesday already, so we really do need to be getting some deals done, you know, in the next week, and that's late. That's the max as well, because I think it'd be nice to maybe get a sign in either I don't think it'll be today, but tomorrow, or maybe Friday, if we can get something, you know, a striker, a defender as well. So let's see what happens there. But guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for getting emotional earlier on, but this club means everything to me, guys. And then, you know, Jackson has given everything, and I just think it's always hard to let go of players that you've had for so long, and you've seen them grow as well, so you've kind of built that relationship with them as well, you know, you know, if you get what I mean, and then you have to kind of let them go. Well, you know, and it's a shame that it's ended the way it has, but I always believe that things happen for a reason, and I think Jackson, for me, I have every faith that he will go on to have a fantastic career, because he's still young, of course. So yeah, but I lost my track of thought here. But yeah, thanks all for watching. Smash a like on the video if you can. Subscribe if you're new. And plenty more content coming on the channel, guys. Any transfer news and everything, obviously we'll bring that to the channel. I'll be doing my live weekly Huddersfield Town show on Friday. We'll recap everything that's happened over the past week. Hopefully that'll include a signing at least one. That'll be good, won't it, to cover that on Friday. But we'll see what we can do tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I might think of an idea for tomorrow, but stay tuned for that. Let me know your thoughts down below on these departures as well. Of course, 2 on loan. I think Eccleston definitely is a good one for his development, so I think it does kind of make sense, even though I was a bit surprised because he has done quite well for us in pre-season. But yeah, and yeah, obviously Jackson. Let me know your favourite memory of Ben Jackson in a Huddersfield Town shirt as well, if you like. That'll be nice to read a few of those. But yeah, have a good rest of the day, whatever you get to. Hope you're enjoying the lovely sunshine. It's so warm, isn't it, guys? So we have to enjoy it up here when we get it, because we don't get it that often, do we? So enjoy the sunshine, stay safe, take care, and thanks all for watching this video, and thanks for everyone supporting the channel. You guys mean a lot to me, and I appreciate every single one of you who check out my stuff. But yeah, until next time, goodbye, and I'll see you very, very soon. Up the town.